And welcome to the Heatcast with myself, Seán Ryan. Joined with me on the show is one of the best artists from Galway right now. I'm telling you, you better know her. It's Bonnie Spencer. How are you getting on?
Hi. Thank you for having me, Sean. I'm so excited to be on.
It's no bother at all, no bother at all. So if you've listened to like previous episodes of the show, and I always say it as my number one question, where does your artist name come from?
My artist name comes from an artist generator name. That's where it came from, to be quite honest. But then I just I don't know, I just felt it in my soul and just I just adopt, it's my name now. I just love it. So yeah, I love everything about it. I just wanted something different, something that you would never guess would be me. Like when you hear Bonnie Spencer, you would never guess, oh, it's me. So like I wanted something like that, just like something like Travis Scott or what's the other guy's name? I think it's something Ian Connor or something. I just wanted a name that is like, oh wow, I would never guess that that's her name type of thing.
To be honest, for a long time I was like, that's actually her name. Like that's just the name you were given at birth. Like that's how because I was like, wait, this is just her stage name. Do you
Yeah,
know?
and that's the crazy part is that I remember when I was first working with Umami and Childs, and when we were talking, and then I told them, oh no, my real name is Bella. They were like, wait, your name's not Bonnie? I was like, no, it's not Bonnie. And a few other people as well. I've said, no, my name's not Bonnie. It's Bella. And they were like, oh my God, I thought it was Bonnie. It's like, no.
No, you definitely believe it. Obviously, like, why did you choose kind of to be in that kind of R&B kind of trap music to kind of express yourself and maybe, instead of maybe a bit of sax and all that jazz?
Actually, to be very fair with you, at the moment, and this is all the thing that like everyone is always asking me, like, what genre are you? I'm I wouldn't say I'm in a specific genre. Like I love R&B, I love all of that. Like I love that. But like I like to think that I'm actually very versatile because depending on what beat I'm listening to or how I'm feeling at the time, right now I can go for like a funky beat, and that's going to be the funky genre I'm going to be in. Tomorrow I could like an R&B beat. I'm going to do that song, and the day after tomorrow I could do a rap or a drill. The day after that I could come back to either funky or do you get what I mean? So it's like, um, but it's just up to whatever I'm releasing at the time. Like you even said, you just said about like R&B and trap, but like someone else put me in the Afrobeat category. I didn't even think of myself as an Afrobeat artist at all. I just was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put this song out, and I would just like put it under like R&B or hip hop or rap. But then when I heard Afrobeat, I was like, that's interesting, because I didn't think that I would even fit in that kind of bubble.
Yeah, even speaking of like your recent release that only, dropped the last couple of days ago, Una Nana with Low G, like that's very kind of Afrobeat-esque even like.
Yes, and that like um I still don't see myself as an Afrobeat artist, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to keep myself in one bubble. I just want to like be able to release music and whatever it is that I'm feeling at the time. Like when I first wrote that beat, I just heard it and I was like, okay, I really like this. So I wrote to it, and that was the song. And the next one, it's gonna have the same vibe, but the one after that, it's gonna like I have other songs, even songs that I'm featured on, that is gonna leave everyone like, oh my God, I didn't think she can do this. So it's gonna be a funny one.
You're gonna just make everyone speechless after this, like that's what your plan is.
I really hope so. I really hope so.
And like, do you make your own beats or do you outsource, or do you have your own producer, or how do you do that?
I actually look for beats on YouTube. I just look up whatever it is that I'm feeling, and then I look it up, and then it just pops up. But now at the moment, I'm actually looking for producers to work with, because there's just so much attached to all these beats online, especially on YouTube. Like, I'm not allowed to sell a certain amount without having to upgrade the license or this or that. Whereas if I have someone who makes beats, then it's easier. Like with my Strawberry Kisses, that was made by Umami, the very talented Umami. She made that. And she's just like, you know what? You can make as many songs you want with it, or as many blah 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 you want with it, just like as long as I credit her, and that's perfectly fine with me. And even with Childs, with Magic Trip, he made the beat, sent it to me, and I was in love. So it really it really depends, but I mostly get them from YouTube.
Yeah, and like I'd say a lot of Irish producers now are going to be writing to you in your email, and now after this, like it's like, oh,
they're more than welcome to. Hey, come on, let's work.
And do you think that there's kind of like, you've been around for a while, would I say? And do you think there's like many opportunities for kind of young people to kind of get themselves going into the scene, or do you think like with COVID, there's not much they can do?
There is a lot they can do, because to be very fair with you, the music scene in Ireland is being driven mostly right now through the internet. Everything is through the internet, like social media, everything. So like everybody who anyone who wants to start music right now, please take advantage of your socials. That's what I will say. Take advantage of your socials, and just keep putting out content. And if you're one of them people who is like me, who is also a perfectionist and like likes everything a certain way, invest in yourself. Like, that's the one thing you need to do, is just invest in yourself, invest in your craft, and just keep putting stuff out. Because we're at a stage right now where artists globally are taking advantage of the internet, because everyone is focused on the socials right now. So
yeah, no, for sure. Like, it is the kind of the only place now. It's nearly like as they were saying, I think it was about Facebook or something, like it's a town square, where people can kind of meet up and stuff like that, instead of being on the streets and stuff. It's a bit weird, but like I think I kind of get what they're saying. Obviously we kind of go back to Unana, and like it's just recently released and stuff like that. What was the process of making that music video and stuff like that during COVID and stuff? Maybe
sorry, can you say that again? Sorry.
Yeah, there's no matter. Yeah. So obviously Unana just came out recently and stuff like that, and the music video and stuff like that. What was the process in making that music video? What did you have to do, especially during COVID?
Oh my God, I was so stressed. Let me just tell you that one. I was so stressed because the last time I ever released something of my own was in 2019. So this was like the first thing coming back again, like, So doing this, I already had the demo done since 2019. But I had Low G jump in, and he loved the track, and so he jumped on, and we had to re-record the track a few days before recording the video. So we had to re-record everything, and that was perfectly fine with me, because I just wanted something. It's like G said, he was just like, listen, we should release it and just have people going crazy. Like, that's what we should do. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we re-recorded it. Everything was perfect. Shout out to Shortcuts for that. Like, I'm forever, ever grateful for him. He mixed and mastered it, so it was amazing. And then we shot it with Ed Did It, and it was just, I was under so much stress, but like everything that day was just so smooth. Everything went perfectly fine. Like the colors, everything was just amazing. But we also ended up having to change the concept, because at first we were supposed to have all these African raps and everything. But then last minute I was just like, no, I don't want that. I don't want anything. I just want simplicity. That's all I want. I just want simplicity. And I want all the attention to be on the models, G, and my jumper.
Yeah.
that is what I wanted the attention to be on. I was like, forget me. I just want to make sure that my jumper has the attention, G and the models. And that's what happened. And I was just very happy, but it was very stressful for me.
No, definitely like that jumper just pops. Like, I mean, like even just from a viewer standpoint, like it's like, whoa, look at that jumper. Like it just pops out at you. Like, and I think like the whole idea that you had in your head is like portrayed very well, even the way you've described it to me there. And you can kind of see like it's a very simple, it's not over the top, there isn't flashy, it's just straight to the point. This is what it wants to be. And it's very impressive. Like, as I was saying before, and before we were recording, like it looks professional, like it looks top quality, like, and you should be fairly proud of yourself for it. Like,
thank you. It's shout outs to Ed did it, because if not for him, like that day, we were just like going through like different angles and everything. And it was just amazing. Like everything turned out like beyond my expectations. So that was really, really good. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at that's fine. Yeah, everything just went really smoothly that day. And I'm just very grateful that everybody sees the video and they're like, oh my God, because I know when I showed my family, because they are my biggest critics, when I showed my family, they were like, oh my God, like, that's actually really good. So that's when I was like, okay, I hope everyone else likes it, and everyone else likes it too. So I was like, oh, thank you.
Like it is spot on. As I put up there yesterday, and you had it up on your own story as well, like we asked, you know, for some questions and stuff like that. One of the questions I got there was from J Mac Weda on the last one. He said, what would you say to girls thinking of doing rap but don't because of it being male dominated?
That should be the most, that should motivate them more, because let me tell you something, especially like growing up here in Ireland when it was mainly all male dominated. So there will always be, like, I'm here, I will help you. If you want to rap, I don't care if you live in Ireland, if you don't, we can still communicate, I will help you. But like, I would say go for it, like really go for it. Just keep writing, keep making yourself better, and keep going for it. It does not matter who tries to tell you as a female that you're not good. Listen, Nicki Minaj was told she was shit. Cardi B was told she was shit, but where are they now? They're somewhere. Even Lil' Kim was told she was shit by males. It will always be males that will hate on another female who's trying to do something male dominated. So just keep doing it. That's all I would say. Keep going.
Yeah, I think like there is that kind of idea, and you said it really well there, that like there is a lot of males that just hate on women for no reason when they're trying to kind of making a name for themselves.
Exactly.
And like there's some talented women out there. You go to like one of the best now that's in the Irish scene, Denise Chila. You know, she's been on top of her game. She's been on RTE. She's been, you know, on the Late Late Show with Ryan Tuberty and stuff like that. And it's like, what an inspiration! Like,
yeah,
and like,
to her.
Like she's made it. She dominated the scene last year, I must say. Like, but I think Bonnie Spencer is gonna like kill it this year. Like, so she's gonna have a bit of competition. Like,
thank you. I don't know if I'm good as Denise, but I'm, like I said before, I'm not a rapper, so like, you know, but no. It's very heartwarming to see other female artists, even like female rappers, really making it in Ireland, because like you said, it was like it's very male dominated. So like for women to even like be recognized and stuff, like that's like amazing. You know what I mean? It's really amazing.
Yeah, no, for sure. We got another question here. Was when are you going to start releasing an EP?
An EP, I'm thinking of releasing an EP, maybe hopefully summer. I just want to record all these other songs, get them out of the way, and hopefully by summer I have something. I want to have at least two or three EPs this year, all just like demonstrating my writing skills, and down the line more of my vocals, because like everyone is just seeing stage 2 of my vocal abilities. I just want to like, I'm so like, and that's the thing with me, I'm so shy because I don't know if I should come out and like do ballads or I should do this or I should do this or that or that. But for the meantime, I'm just gonna go with making songs that make me happy, and then we'll just see from there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, and that's kind of the path you need to go down, because I think like when you release this EP, I'd say I'm going to be the first one listening to it, like, because I think you're
Thank
top
you.
notch, like, and like even with all the releases that you've done, like you remind me, you know, you had that other one with Low G, No Justice, No Peace back in August, like,
Yeah.
you know, you're talented, like, and like this EP, like I'd say there's a good people waiting for this, like.
Oh, thank you, and thank you everyone who's waiting as well, because I've been waiting myself. I was supposed to have an EP actually done at the start of last year, but then the whole that's when COVID was kind of not even COVID actually, like the weather was just like so bad, because at the time I was still living in Galway, and I remember there was like this storm, and I couldn't even go to my studio sessions because we were all locked in, because it was like a red alert on like the weather and stuff like that. So everything got delayed and delayed and delayed. So I was like, you know what, this year with no failure, we will get an EP. That's one of my goals. We will get an EP.
And like, besides yourself, who do you think is going to deliver in 21?
Oh my God. There's actually a few artists that I believe will deliver in 2021. I just cannot wait. Like, I need to get back into that space where I'm listening to everybody's music, because I just can't wait for everyone to release music and stuff. But the other person that I'm actually, the other three people that I'm looking forward to hearing stuff from are Pat Lagoon, because like he released an EP last year and I was in love with it. It was amazing. Like, it was actually amazing. Child, I really hope he releases like an EP soon, because like he's amazing as well. And Umami, I just hope she releases something again, because like I was obsessed with her summer series from last year and her EP from like that same year as well. So I just really hope she releases something as well.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, and there is so many people out there that are releasing stuff and that will be, you know, top notch. Like, what do you think? Like, obviously the scene is always growing and stuff like that, and like we kind of seen in the last year or so that it's kind of stepped up a notch. But what do you think is like a big piece of the puzzle that's missing for the scene to be kind of complete as such? Like,
I think the piece of the puzzle in Ireland that's missing is more like, I remember I was discussing this with people back in the days. We need MTV to be MTV again. And we need an Irish MTV. Do you get what I mean? Like, where back in the days when I was growing up, MTV was all about music videos. So like if MTV came here to Ireland, just specifically for Ireland, and started like taking in music videos from artists and just like play it, everyone's going to get used to everyone's video and be like, oh my God, this is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I saw your blah, blah, blah on MTV. And not only people here will see it, people in the UK will see it, people in America will see it, people everywhere will see it. So that's like more exposure for everybody. So I think the main puzzle is exposure.
Exposure. Okay.
Yeah.
And like, obviously with COVID, did you find it hard to kind of make music and kind of get that time to go to the studio, or was it like, I can't do anything? Like, it, you know, were you at the end of your tether?
I was actually at the end of my feather. I was like, COVID is not going to stop me again. The weather stopped me before. COVID is not going to stop me. I'm not going to be selfish at the same time and put anyone at risk, but at the same time, I'm still taking the precautions and like being safe around people. As long as that's in place, I believe everyone should be able to still release music and do music. Like I remember even with Onana on set, everyone who was not shooting, they were wearing masks. So as long as everything is, in place, everything should be fine.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, and I'd say it was kind of difficult anyway, you know, once you're off set, put the mask back on and stuff like that. Is there anything you want to plug before we kind of wrap up the show?
Do I want to plug anything? Please, everyone, go and watch Oh Na Na, my new music video, and please stream it on all platforms and show some love.
Short and sweet, short and sweet. We're going to wrap it up here on the Heat Zone. For everyone watching on YouTube and everyone listening on Spotify, make sure to follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you. Bye.
Go. Your time is up. I don't need all this. Good vibes is all that I need. Good vibes is all that I need. Please don't come near to me with all that mess. Please don't come near to me with all that mess. You got me staying.